I'm sharing what I've learned on my own personal counseling journey in order to help churches provide safety in their counseling spaces. Purity culture has provided the church with some really unsafe perceptions around the topic of marital sex. I'm surprised it has to be said, but it is never appropriate to assign responsibility for unsafe behavior on the frequency of sex. No wonder he's angry. Or misuse scripture about mutuality and turn it into something more like entitlement or ownership. We advise you to have a never say no policy because your body belongs to them. Do not reduce the dignity and value of a person to prevent the opportunity to sin, or use sex to maintain someone else's purity, heaping inappropriate assignment of responsibility on the other spouse and degrading their value with complete objectification. Sexual needs should not be supported above protecting or valuing a person. To operate within purity culture teachings, a person has to dissociate from their body, and they're no longer a whole person. This advice shows an utter lack of understanding about the mutuality of sex, the violation of vows by things like abuse, or any understanding of God's design at all. Sex should not be provided in a situation that lacks safety because it implies that all is well regardless of how a spouse is treated, without boundaries or consequence. It sends the message that a spouse is a possession to use. Much of the research and science behind the ubiquitous purity culture teachings in Christian communities has been debunked, but the phrases and beliefs linger. For a well-researched antidote, read The Great Sex Rescue by Sheila Wray Gregoire. Stay tuned for more safety.